Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a gathering for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Box shit, aiming at your noodle with a chopstick. She love me but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up on everything I do cause I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help, boy, that's nonsense. It's just me and my niggas, everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you bass, I got something make you high pitch. Thinking he got faith till he run into a scholar. You a goon, he a goblin, tell him I'm a monster. Niggas forget the goal, all I care about is honor. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap match, get some help and then combine it. He think he big, treat his head just like an ostrich. So many hands and feet like he jumped inside a mosh pit. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30
gotta tell them till it lock. And these niggas plot and they wanna stop them, they mock and they tryna block. Homie, leave them niggas in the box, then I leave them rot. And it's time to clock in. You hide, then I take your spot, then I guarantee I'm in your top 10. Ain't no one beside me thinking it's a tie. Leave his stomach in the knot. See if your man think he hot too, give his top 3. And Frank in the booth, niggas can't spot me.
I leave Earth coming
back down, going Mach 3. See the sound couldn't catch up, I'm like lightning. I'm here, then I'm gone, leave them scared, so frightening. Up here, then we swarm, ain't fair when we fight team. Me and my team stick together like we signed me. She ain't mind speed, tell her go, shit, she might leave. He ain't one West, he a hoe, shit, he might leave. Say I'm not a rapper, then again, shit, I might be. Nigga knows word.
Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poker stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantula. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah. 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried. I got rank for real, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Damn! Killing motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Say, no. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know me. I be this bitch tripping. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head off, nigga. I bet when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So I war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light work. It ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you will never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%. I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him. Just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter. God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side. Yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Sit over there with that good fizzle. Okay. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Episode 2. We in the game. Round Table of Truth. To my left, I got Officer 5000. Rhyme. Better known as Thunder. You dig? You got the studio shades on today trying to look all intelligent. I appreciate you, brother. You know, there to the right of me. Officer 1000, Warrior. This brother commands our clubhouse Round Table of Truth in my hand as well. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying, big it up, you know what I mean, to the Most High, you know what I'm saying, Christ, of course. That's right, and of course, my father, you know what I'm saying, all of our fathers, Commander GEN.YAHANNA, in my hand. You know what I'm saying, I had to pull and tug. You know what I'm saying, to get on this Black Watch umbrella. It still ain't official yet. You know what I'm saying? GEN.YAHANNA is watching us close to make sure that we rock this thing out perfectly. You know what I mean? Which I'm very confident. You know what I'm saying? We in this big, beautiful school of Chicago. Give these men a hand for the wonderful school. And let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal with the issues of our people, which is the whole point of this show. Can y'all hear me good? You hear me good?
Come.
You understand? It's the whole point of the show. What's this at? Oh, okay. Right on time, my child. With that ice, brother. You understand? That was the whole point of the show was to address the issues that affect blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, whom the whole earth is finding out. Indeed, we are the children of Israel. That's right. You know, for a long time, you know, we thought that we African and all these labels that our oppressor put on us, but as you see, the Most High is putting the spirit of in everybody, because it's time for the truth to come out. Right. So with that being said, let's dive into the first story that we got. Right.
I got an article from today's news.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It is titled, 10-year-old student may face battery charge after hugging a school counselor.
Oh my goodness. Now, brothers, of course, we go over these stories before we actually, you know what I'm saying, talk about them on the podcast. And of course, when I read this story, the first thing that came out of my mouth was what? Yeah, but what else? I was just rapping about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, come on, man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. That's the first thing, because I'm telling you, I'm going to get a sign, a painting created that says the white man is the devil, and put it up in my bedroom so when I wake up, that's the first thing that I see. You know, I'm going to start my day. Like every black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, to start your day, that's what you need to know before you walk out that house, is that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Now, why do I say that? Because our whole world is destroyed because we living under this man's rulership. We living in his country. He brought our forefathers here as slaves, and he's to be blamed for all the problems that exist amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. A lot of people try to say, well, y'all disobeyed God and put yourself in slavery. Yeah, right. We disobeyed God in our own land, and yeah, we did, and we lost the Lord's protection. But what does that have to do with another nation coming and putting us in captivity? All right, let's dive get some more of this story. Read it from the top one more time.
Come. 10-year-old student may face battery charge after hugging school counselor.
Not 20-year-old, not 30. 10-year-old student. 10-year-old is what grade, boy? Fourth grade?
Fourth grade.
So this is a fourth grader. They ready to charge. And you wonder why we say the white man is the devil. This is the same devil that you so-called Negroes and Hispanics just got to finish. When was the vote?
This past week, sir.
What day was it? Tuesday? Yeah, you just got to finish voting again for the devil. Who in the hell stand in line all day, rain, sleet, or snow, and vote for the devil, for Satan? You standing at the poll, vote for Satan. The only people who do that is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
What is the proof? We've been voting for 400 years, you know what I'm saying, and don't get any results. That's the definition of what they call that? When you do something, Insanity. So basically, what we're saying is us being in this up under this captivity for that long has made us insane because we standing on voting for somebody that's not going to change our predicament. Now, the only reason why you even have an issue with a damn 10-year-old getting charged for a misdemeanor for doing what?
Just hugging the counselor.
For hugging a counselor. He hugged the damn teacher, a damn Edomite woman, so-called white woman, and now he got a misdemeanor charge. Go ahead.
That's serious.
Huh?
That's serious.
They charged a 10-year-old with a goddamn misdemeanor for hugging the teacher. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, this only happens when you go and vote for these people you vote for. They also, you know what I'm saying, they the one that put these judges in place. You know, people vote for judges. Am I right or wrong? They vote for judges that's handing out these cases. Because we got a couple more stories that got to do with the judicial system as well. You see what I'm saying? That it's a heavy one in there about brothers being wrongfully convicted. You know what I'm saying? And being in jail for 20, 30 years, and then they got the nerve to give them a check. Once they get out, I did it destroy the brother's life. Like this place is hell, you know what I'm saying, for the so-called Hispanic and Native Indian man. Read any more on the story? Go ahead.
A 10-year-old boy was suspended from his Florida elementary school and faces a charge of misdemeanor battery after he was accused of inappropriately touching a school counselor during a hug.
Lord have mercy. That's why you need cameras. Right. You see what I'm saying? And he's 10 years old. If he inappropriately, how do you think this could have been happening? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I just been in the UK just too long. How do you think this could have been happening? Ashai?
Yes, like it, sir. I feel like it could have been like a scenario where the counselor didn't like that student, or thought he was a bad child already and trying to pin something on.
That part we understand. But okay, if a 10-year-old touches a teacher inappropriately, how is it that you believe that this shit could have been happening, Brian?
Just sit down, talk to him.
I thought that's what you would do. You understand? Warrior?
Sorry, what? They don't have sex education in the schools anymore. But they just take it out. You know, that's what we used to learn in the jail.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, come on, grab a seat up here, man. Come on, get Officer 5,000 y'all down here. One of the hardest working man in Israel, man. Running in late from the slave, man. Come on, grab you a seat, man. You dig? So at the end of the day, what did you say, Warrior?
I said, you know, when I was coming up, we had, you know, that was part of the curriculum in the gym class as education. You know, so what happened to it? They just took it away.
This is the thing. The whole thing with the sex education, that's one thing, right? But how you could have handled it, this boy is 10, he's in 4th grade. If he touches somebody, it may have been an accident. If it wasn't an accident, he's 10 years old. You take the brother, bring him in the office and let him know that this is inappropriate. See what I'm saying? Suspend the boy. Something, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and get a cat a misdemeanor. You see what I'm saying? Like this is insanity. And speaking of sex education, our kids is getting sex education. All they got to do is turn on the rap video. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's turn on Cardi B and what's it? Meg Thee Stallion. That's all the sex education you need right there. You go to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get a heavy dose of sex education. Go ahead, right?
There's a new chick called I.S.U.P.K.
Okay. It's called what?
No,
She's
she's the new, you know what I'm saying?
I thought he was talking about a drug.
No, this is a sister, you know what I'm saying? She's going viral on music called I.S.U.P.K. Her name is I.S.U.P.K.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, she just like typical, you know, twerking and all that.
Oh, man. Our sisters gonna twerk until they can't twerk no more. You understand? So, somebody shoot them with a blowtorch, then that maybe it stops. You know what I'm saying?
That was a drug.
That's a lot. You understand the moral of the story?
Yeah,
Go ahead, sir.
A 10-year-old boy was suspended from his Florida elementary school and faced a charge of misdemeanor battery after he was accused of inappropriately touching a school counselor during a hug. An allegations family denies.
Oh, Lord mercy.
The counselor at Holly Hill School in Volusia County alleged that she was visiting a classroom on October 21st to discuss something with the fourth grader. Approached her for a hug. According to a police report and a copy of a suspension letter provided by the boy's family attorneys, she said she turned sideways and gave a side hug. The letter states, and the child put one arm around her shoulder and with the other hand reached and grabbed her left breast.
Well, Ryan just brought out, we went over the story earlier. He said 50 years ago, this would have been imitated. What comes? You see what I'm saying? This is in Florida. They would have took him and fed him to the alligators, you know what I'm saying, for something like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the reason, this is one of the reasons why I'm coming to you, boy. This is one of the reasons why we taught in the I.S.U.P.K. that integration is not the way. That's what See what I'm saying? We need to be going to black schools, with not just black schools, black teachers, learn black curriculum. We talked about this last week. You see what I'm saying? But integration, this is what happens when you integrate. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, be around these people, and now you got this little boy, which probably makes Scott his boy for life. Who knows? It's a misdemeanor, but the fact that he had to deal with probably handcuffs and being took to jail, being around the whole police and all that, who knows how this young boy may be affected. Hold on, I'm coming to you, Asha. Go ahead, boy.
So like I said, you know, Florida, they got a history of that because we still, you know, remember, you know, Florida, you know, was if I'm not mistaken, was the first state to execute a 13-year-old boy in the literature.
Oh, what was that?
I forgot the little boy name.
But the damn thing was so big, it was like falling off his head. Was that Florida?
Yeah, it was Florida, sir.
Yeah, he in the wrong. He definitely. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised that they didn't give him a felony. You know, the white man is the devil, but they can't give a 10-year-old a felony. Probably like, come on.
His name was George Stinney Jr.
George Stinney Jr. And that was in Florida.
That was in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Deep South, still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think the cat was 10 years old when they electrocuted him, huh?
Yeah, they had to put him on
Phone books. One.
He was 14, cat.
14, still a baby. You see a 14-year-old and basically electrocuted for something he did not do. That's the white man's MO. You know what I'm saying? And his whole is to not only are we under the foot of this man and subservient to him, he's doing heinous things to us. He's been doing it for over 400 years. You see what I'm saying? I mean, this is ridiculous. You want to say something about John?
No, so you
Go
had
ahead.
a question about what happened to the young man after suffering from being handcuffed.
Okay.
I was going to say he can suffer from
PTSD.
So,
Damn right.
trauma from that situation his whole life.
Damn right. We got it by the hand. Any more on the story?
Go ahead,
bro.
The counselor said she removed his hand and he walked away, the letter said. NBC News generally does not name minors accused of crimes. NBC News is also not naming the counselor because she invoked Marcy's law, which in Florida allows alleged crime victims to remain anonymous. She could not be reached Wednesday and phone numbers listed for her.
Yeah, this is why This is why we just got to finish voting as a people. And this which brother laugh, everybody know at this point. If you black, man, and you standing in line to vote, I mean, you might as well, somebody might as well put some big clown shoes on. Take your face, put the big makeup on it. That's what you look like. If you are a black or Hispanic standing in line voting for a country and a system that is oppressing you, it's insanity, brother. You see what I'm saying? And this is the reason why our vote already been made. GEN.YAHANNA bring this out all the time. Our vote has already been made and casted. You know what I'm saying? As far as who is going to be our leader. And that leader is a black man whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's who our leader is, man. And when you follow him like the men in the I.S.U.P.K do, then you will have a moral compass. You'll understand your culture. You'll understand your purpose in life. It's just so many things, man. You know, in the U.P.K, this type of stuff would never happen with a boy. You see what I'm saying? And if it did happen, we would be able to address it to educate the boy on what manner he should hug or touch. It would be fixed. Go ahead, huh?
You know, when you hug someone, you know what I'm saying, you get an affection. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of showing you showing love and affection to someone that you trust.
Yeah. You know obviously, he's not to cut you off, but obviously he should not be hugging this one. But this is what happens when you believe in integration. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you integrate and you teach your kids that all people bleed red, it don't matter what somebody's nationality is. We got to stop saying that as black people, man. It don't matter what nobody's nationality. Yes, it do. You understand? I don't see Africans being rushed to the prison. Right. I don't see, you know what I'm saying, Chinese and Arabs filling up the white man's so-called prison system. So race matters. A brother made that one of the T-shirts that, what it say? Race matters. Race is everything. Your race means that. That's why it's called the human race. You in a competition with the other nations, you know what I'm saying, as far as who is going to rule this earth right here. And how in the hell you going to rule the earth saying, I love everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? We all bleed red. Then you ain't even in the competition, man. If you a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, and you come into the U.P.K, you're gonna get in the competition.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we damn sure, we know how to dribble a basketball, don't we? We know how to run a football, but guess what? We don't know how to love our own. You see what I'm saying? And thanks to Commander GEN.YAHANNA, he's teaching us that every day. You want to say something?
Yeah, if I could, I just wanted to bring out just this point that, you know, just to back up what you just said that was so heavy. Is when it, like, let's just say an older black woman, you know what I'm saying, goes to hug the same 10-year-old, and he accidentally touched her breast or something, she's automatically gonna look at it like this is an innocent child. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mean to do it. But, you know what I'm saying? The Edomite, you know what I'm saying, just having so much hatred in her heart for our people. You know what I'm saying? She automatically look at it like, oh yeah, he was trying to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just demonizing a 10-year-old little boy that probably don't know anything about no breast.
Man, listen, but you know what's so heavy? Give y'all down the hand. What's so heavy? We can get into it. This is the round table of truth. And what's so heavy is this type of racism has been going on ever since we integrated with these schools. What the hell you think how do you think these white teachers been dealing with black and Hispanic children in these schools? You thinking they've been, you know what I'm saying, being Mary Poppins or somebody? You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but racism. You know what I'm saying? Kids getting bad grades, getting sent to the office. And one of the number one things a lot of people miss is that a lot of these young black boys, when you go to schools where they got black and white kids, I went to one. You understand? Right? I was raised in Evanston, Illinois. You understand? Half the town is white, half the town is black. We went to school, and one of the number one things I've seen done to a lot of my friends, they were sent to special education. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Then come to find out, grow up, meet other men, other black men from other cities or other places, and find out that the same thing went on there. So a special education means you're in 8th grade and you're in there with 4th grade material. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You know, I was so happy because I went through the same thing when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing a racist ass teacher in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? She told my mom I need special education. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just treated me like straight up garbage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
He
saying?
looked like Ryan looked like he was on Ritalin. Hey, because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They listen. Did they ever offer you Ritalin?
What's that about?
That's where they slow you down. You see what I'm saying? That's when they basically you. Yeah, I'm only joking, y'all, about the quick ride, man. But that's a real thing. Like what he said, if they ain't putting you in special education, the first thing they do, they see these young black boys is hyper. You know what I'm saying? And the first recommendation, put them on Ritalin. What is Ritalin? Ritalin is when you see a kid that normally used to bounce all over the place and be active like a kid's supposed to. Then the next day you see him, he's sitting in the chair like this. Right? Because he's high. He's on heroin. You see what I'm saying? And he grows up now, and that if you take heroin, it's going to affect your brain, even if you take them off of it. You understand what I'm saying? So we get some heavy racism going on amongst our children, being in these integrated schools. It's time for black people to wake up, man. We can educate our own children, but our own teachers. I think we got black teachers now. You know what I'm saying? Who ready to teach a curriculum, and that's that. Separation is the key.
That's right.
You understand?
I could.
Go ahead.
It's like now it's like you're never too young or too old to experience racism.
That's right.
That's the reality that I think you gotta have to face.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just face racism when I get to high school or college.
Yeah.
Children face racism, you know what I'm saying, in 3rd and 4th grade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's about it.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the next story. Good.
Come, sir.
All right. Let's get to it.
Come. Next one. This is NBC News.
Go ahead.
As innocent black men waiting in prison to be exonerated, their families.
That's the next one?
Come.
Okay, read from the top again.
Come. NBC News. As innocent black men wait in prison to be exonerated, their families share the toll.
Now this story here, you know what I'm saying? I gotta label this. This is basically, you know what I'm saying, the American way. You know what I'm saying? I believe, you know what I'm saying, over half, you do the research, over half the population of prisoners, you know what I'm saying, is pertaining to black men. Half of them, you know, maybe the majority of them did not even do the crime. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the American way. This is something that they done, you know what I'm saying, once they so-called freed the slave, they put in the Constitution that you can make a man a slave if he commits a crime. You see what I'm saying? So what the white man has done is he created an environment for us to commit crime. You starve a person out, then before a person ain't just gonna sit there and die, they gonna have to do something to survive. So this is what he done. He starved you out the way you ain't got nothing to do but commit crime, and then he put you in jail. Right. That is what you call systematic oppression. Right. And now once again, the uneducated don't understand this and will say, well, black people is doing this to themselves. But that's the reason why the Most High has risen up prophets, because the Most High then gave Commander GEN.YAHANNA and the men under him the understanding. You understand to what is going on in America. Right. We ain't babies no more. We ain't young men. We ain't young boys no more. We men now. And when I say men now, meaning we got to, because what really makes a man is being educated properly. You can be 30 years old and still act like a child, and have it like you say, you know, this 21-year-old got a 5th grade education. Right. And in the U.P.K, we educated in here, man. Right. You understand? We understand clearly, you know what I'm saying, where we living at, that we living, like I.S.U.P.K said in higher learning, you know what I'm saying, we living across enemy lines. You understand? And being across enemy lines, you're going to have this type of situation with this story where brothers who did not commit a crime, did commit a crime, but they didn't spend 15, 20, 30 years in jail for something that they did not do. All right, let's get into it.
Okay. Tamika Hicks Gaskins was 29 when her brother Tremaine Hicks went to prison for a rape he did not commit. 48 when he was exonerated.
He said for a what? A rape?
Yeah, for a rape he did not commit.
Now, what's so heavy about going to jail for a rape? No.
So like I said, like, you know, when you go to jail for rape, you know, you like a target, you become a target in the prison system.
Damn right.
So now they looking at him when he go in. Now they looking at him. Okay, you didn't, took somebody's innocence. So now we're gonna do this, and it's done repetitively over this time that he's there.
That he's there because his paperwork said that he was raped. So that's something that you don't want to go to jail for. You see what I'm saying? So not only now this brother in a situation where he was in a situation, who knows what happened to him now? We don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Common knowledge, every brother in here, you know what I'm saying, got multiple. If you're a black man in America, you got multiple family members that have been in prison. You see, damn near your whole family. It's a black tradition, ain't it? For Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? You know, where Tony used to sit right there. You know what I'm saying? He like these cranberry sauce. You see what I'm saying? This right here, when we read about black men going to prison for crimes they didn't do, it's an epidemic, man. You see what I'm saying? You can best believe this year, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have, and what the police do, they just choose anybody. You see what I'm saying? Anybody randomly, they see you walking up the block, man, coming from school, trying to make it home. Police ride down right on you, put handcuffs on you, wonder what's going on. Before you know it, you done spent 30 years in prison. You see what I'm saying? And meanwhile, I guess we supposed to believe that in integration, we still supposed to believe that Martin Luther King's way is the way. And, right. I mean, come on with it. Let's go. Come. Let's get some more of the story.
Come. She was 48 when he was exonerated and free from prison.
So she was how old when he went?
She was 29.
Okay.
And she was 48 when he came out.
So the brother did 20 years. Yes, and this is his sister. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. She was 48 when he was exonerated and free from prison.
Right.
Over those 19 years, Hicks Gaskins said she aged a great deal. I felt like I was 40 years older.
She said she what? Read that part again.
She said she aged a great deal.
I
felt like I was 40 years older.
Lord have mercy. Now, why do you think the sister would say that? She said she aged a great deal because her brother did 20 years in prison. Now, why do you think the sister would say something like that? Who knows?
It was like, sir, because their guilt was aging. It was eating at her.
Yeah.
She didn't lie.
Yeah,
you know,
she know that this sister knows the character of her brother. You know the character of your people. You know what I'm saying? You know if the police come to your door right now and say your son did this, you know who he is. You know, okay, well, he may be capable of that. You know what I'm saying? But this sister, when you read more into her story, she understood her brother was innocent. You know what I'm saying? He held on to his innocence, but yet she done went 20 years without seeing her blood brother. You see what I'm saying? Read more anymore?
Come.
Go ahead.
Now 50.
Now what?
Now 50.
She's 50 years old now. 50. Read on now.
And exhilarated that her brother has been home in Philadelphia for nearly 2 years. His Gaskins said the burden of her loved one being wrongfully convicted persists.
She said that. Read that part again.
Come.
Lord Christ, huh?
He said the burden of her loved one being wrongfully convicted persists.
What does that mean? It persists meaning, okay, the Most High, you know what I'm saying? When you go into that Bible, family is mentioned about 1,000 times. You know, family is a very, very important thing, and it can be also a very fragile thing as well, which we're about to read in the story. When you take away people's family members at such an early and young age, you know what I'm saying? This affect, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire family. When you're used to seeing a family member and they done went to jail for something that's wrong, and now you don't see this person no more, this sister said it made her age, meaning this is some stress that she had to deal with for years. You understand? Y'all can chime in anytime. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Even if I could,
you got
even if like after you come out of prison, it still affects us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we in prison for so long, it's like you getting get to know person, a brand new person.
Man, listen, not only that, she was 20 years with her brother. So how many memories did they did not create? Like that's what life is, a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? You able to, have cookouts and dinners and what I'm saying, different family members. Yeah, cookouts and dinners and different things like that. You know what I mean? And so creating memories is very important. Now, if you're not able to create memories because your family member is sitting in prison for a crime that they did not do, you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous. Any more?
Come on.
Go ahead.
She quoted,
Mm-hmm.
"It was hard," she said,
Mm-hmm.
as her eyes welled up with tears.
Right.
"I hated going to prison to visit my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I had to keep a straight face for him, but it was hard leaving him there."
Listen, if anybody ever had to go visit a family member in prison, and you know how that is. I mean, me and y'all guys talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Going to visit a loved one in prison, I mean, come on. You understand? We talk about it all the time. Tell them if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind.
Go ahead.
When I was 16 years old, my pops and my brother was getting sentenced. Both of them got sentenced 8 years. And I had to go down to Cook County, you know what I'm saying, Cook County Jail to visit them before they got sent off to the penitentiary. And just the stench of the waiting room, like, make your stomach turn, like nothing other. Like, this changed my life because at the same time, I'm 16 years old, but I was hustling on the block, selling cocaine, different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And that changed my whole life because I knew I did not want to experience, you know what I'm saying, going into that place with a waiting room outside of the prison, not even at the inside of the county, smelled horrible, like death.
Not only does it smell horrible, it is horrible. You go in that prison, brother, that is a whole entire world that you young brothers out here is not ready for. We reading a story about a brother that didn't commit a crime and went to jail. But it's a total different thing when you commit crime and you putting yourself in a position to go to hell. Because America's already hell, isn't it? Even when you ain't in prison. Even when you're not in prison, America's already hell. So now if you commit a crime, you know what I'm saying, and go and put yourself to be in even deeper hell in the American prison system, I mean, it's something that you do not want to do. And that's what these young brothers out here don't realize and understand is that, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's a predator. And a predator, you know what I'm saying, he's going to take advantage of the people who don't defend themselves. It's like a damn lion. You turn on National Geographics, the lions don't never stop killing the damn dead, do they? They don't say, you don't never see the lion say, well, you know what, man, they don't even give us no resistance, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fighting back, you know what I'm saying? We might as well not even kill, but I want to fight. The lions, they never go do that. They go chase them dead and eat them dead, and dead can't do nothing but get eaten. And so that's us here in America. You see what I'm saying? We're the dead. The white man is the predator. You see what I'm saying? He chases, even if you don't give him a chase, he looks at you as a victim any goddamn way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so, man, what has got to happen is what we say in the U.P.K. over and over again is that black people, you got to turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's a beautiful thing. Kanye West coming out, and Kyrie Irving coming out, and all these different entertainers, they coming out professing that they know that we the chosen people. That's a beautiful thing. Now, once you find out that you the chosen people, guess what? Now you got to have a moral compass, brother. Right. You can't just wear a shield around your neck, you know what I'm saying, and think, you know what I'm saying, that, it's cool to wear a shield. And people call it the Star of David, we call it the Shield of David. You see what I'm saying? Can't just wear that and think, oh, well, hey, you actually got to live a moral life. That's right. Because that shield, when you wear that shield, that means that you are a representation of a black man named Jesus Christ. Right. Understand that when Christ walked this earth, this man was perfect. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He requires every man, woman, and child that follow him, whether you like it or not, you have to be a thing of moral excellence. Right. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Don't just wear the shield and meanwhile you be a disgusting bastard behind closed doors. Right. You see what I'm saying? You got to be a person of moral excellence, man. That's right. When you follow command of GEN.YAHANNA, that's what you're going to become. You're gonna hear the brothers in UPK mention GEN.YAHANNA's name a lot because you don't know what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to have to lead brothers and sisters up out of this hell so they can be a figmentation, not a figmentation, but a reality of moral excellence here in this hell. You understand? Any more on that?
Come.
Go ahead, read.
Yeah, come.
Let's get it.
I hate going to prison to visit my brother to keep a straight face for him, but it was hard leaving him there.
It was what?
It was hard leaving him there.
Man, this is everyday life in Black America, man. Read more. Go ahead.
Knowing he was innocent.
Knowing what?
Knowing he was innocent.
Yeah. You understand? Read on.
It took such a toll on me.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time in my life.
Where's that scripture about the innocent? You know what I'm saying? About Esau convicted the innocent. You know what I'm talking about?
Convicting the innocent.
Yeah, something dealing with the innocent. It's a scripture, you know what I'm saying, that pertains to the white man, you know what I'm saying, convicting the innocent. Something with the innocent. So really look it up, see if y'all can find it. Go ahead.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time in my life I was skinny. I lost so much weight. There were financial burdens.
It was what?
There were financial burdens.
So what was this sister dealing with? Go ahead.
Depression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's life here in America. Huh? If you a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, majority of us is walking around with depression. What did the brother say? PTSD. Yeah, what else? What's another mental disease Black people suffer from? Go ahead. Anxiety. You know, anxiety. What else? PTSD, depression. There's a few more. Bipolarism. Go ahead. Suicide. He said suicide. Suicide. You get that ain't. I mean, it is that's a result of being mentally ill. It's when you kill yourself. We talking about the mental illness that we walk around with while you're living. You understand? Schizophrenia. These different mental diseases that you see that we suffer with. When I researched and looked it up, these mental diseases, you know where they come from? They come from the environment that you live in, right? So that would mean if you're living in an unhealthy environment, which America is an unhealthy environment for us, right? So we've been living under this so basically oppression causes mental illness. You see what I'm saying? Which is why so many of us is dealing with mental illness. This sister is telling you right here. And this is, once again, this is just one sister, but in every black family, this is what's going on. Somebody sitting in prison, even if they wasn't in it. You see what I'm saying? So many of our brothers and sisters are sitting in prison, which read this article right here, it affects the whole family. Families, mothers, fathers, they be devastated from their children going to prison. Then if you got children and the father goes, you don't understand when the children, their father go to prison, the children never see the father again. How do you think this is going to affect the child? You understand? Somebody get for me that this is not our rights.
If I could, too.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like, would you bring it out so heavy? Because, like,
Did you find the one about the innocent yet? Go ahead.
Even when our people dealing with the type of mental illnesses, like, no help is being offered to our people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even like mental illness is so important because mental illnesses, your problems get passed down to your children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, y'all, John.
I got this.
Yes, come on. Tell me where you at.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Arise ye.
Do what?
Arise ye.
Hear what the Lord say? Arise means get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't just being waking up to being the children of Israel because this is some type of fad. Like, people think waking up to the truth is supposed to be some type of fad, you know, like Islam. Islam is a fad. Right. You know what I'm saying? Being in a Black Panther Party and being red, black, and RBG, all those things is fads. Those is cool. You put on the jury and you get to walk around and look like you're educated. Go home, you burn your incense, you know what I'm saying? and you look, then you're in the crib, they got 200 books on the shelf. You walk in there every time, you say, man, this nigga must be smart. Right? Meanwhile, he's a dummy. You get my point? You know what I'm saying? It's simple, man. We don't need but one book to be educated, man. That is the Holy Bible.
That's right.
That right there is a great start. Now, I ain't saying don't go read other books, but you got to have someplace, you got to have a foundation to start from. You can't be reading 300 goddamn books. All you not, you walking around just confused as can be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Read on now.
Kind of what
Go
comes.
ahead.
Arise
Do
ye,
what?
arise ye,
Go ahead.
and depart,
Do what?
and depart.
Yeah. It's time to, the Lord saying, arise ye and depart. Don't mean take a plane ticket and fly somewhere, because you can take a plane ticket and fly anywhere you want in the world. These curses that the Most High put on us as a people, they when you go move to Germany, they gonna follow you to Germany.
Right.
You move to Australia, they gonna follow you to Australia.
Right.
So you might as well do what? Be a man and a woman and deal with changing yourself. Read.
Kind of what comes. For this is not your rest.
This is what?
This is not your rest.
So what does it mean when it say this is not your rest? The Lord don't want you to ever get comfortable here. This is why you see innocent people go to prison, and the Most High sitting up and he allowing all this to happen. He's allowing this to happen because he don't ever want you to feel that that flag, you know, so them stars, that red, black, and red, blue, what is it? Blue, white, and red. Red, see the RPG throwing me off. I'm thinking about red, black, and gray. Them damn fit the stars, the American flag. The Lord don't ever want you to think that flag represents you.
That's right.
He don't ever, this is why this happens. You see what I'm saying? But yet, you know, it's hard for you to realize that. You still, they play the national anthem before every sports arena, and you turn up, as soon as they click on the damn song, you see every nigga in the stadium doing this. See what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they son just got murdered by the damn police.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They like this story here. This is every day. They innocent family members just went to jail for a crime that they didn't do. Meanwhile, you feel it's your obligation to put your hand over your heart while they playing this Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
Go ahead now.
What's so heavy about what you bringing out of the one is all the people that was just getting down on Kyrie Irving last week.
Yeah.
Now all of them jumping on his.
Don't flip me into the Kyrie Irving. The rest of this podcast is gonna be about Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. I was trying to avoid. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
No. Everybody now is jumping to his defense because they now seeing like they pouring on. Like
I seen Stephen A. Smith.
Did
you see that? Stephen A.
Coming on the bandwagon now.
Yeah, oh, you didn't see it?
Nah, that's because he got so much backlash. You know, they be getting chastised.
Listen.
Yeah.
Stephen A. talking about, yeah, you know, they was wrong. They hit them with too many charges. You see what I'm saying? Listen, all of these Uncle Tom niggas, man, excuse my language, all of these Uncle Tom Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Like he said a week ago, they was telling Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, man, you should never even came out and opened your mouth about that. Right. Ain't watched the movie at all. Don't know what's going on. All they know is, nigga, you better not open your mouth against slave. You see what I'm saying? Right. But let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson to black Hispanic people. It's because of the pressure that you putting on these celebrities, man.
That's right.
It made them flip like that. Right. See what I'm saying? They got so much backlash from black people that now they's like, you know what? My people turning on me. You see what I'm saying? Which has got to happen. Right. If you a traitor against your people, the people supposed to turn on you.
That's right.
They supposed to really take you to a tree and. I'm not gonna say it. How to go kick me off the black watch. See what I'm saying? But let this be a lesson to black people, man. When we come together for what's right, man, we can move the entire earth out. Yeah. Imagine us coming together and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. What could we do with that? You see what I'm saying? We would shake up the whole earth. The Most High said that we are the salt of the earth. You understand? We would give this earth flavor. Now, you could equate it to sports and entertainment. All that's secondary. What the flavor that the Most High is talking about is us keeping these laws.
That's right.
We're supposed to be teaching these other nations, you don't eat these foods. They gonna give you diseases. Right. You don't let men. What you supposed to tell the white people? Y'all gotta stop sleeping with Lassie. Okay. Can't sleep with dogs. Right. It's the Lord's scripture. Right. Men can't sleep with other men. All right. Here's the case. Woman, your man can have more than one. He can have more than one wife. Right. The white man does. That's why you think that the divorce rate is so high, dumbass.
Right.
Because men are what? Are attracted to more than one woman. Right. So if you notice, but you know what the white man tell you? You marry one woman, that's it. This your world. This is the white man's world here. You see what I'm saying? And there's many other things, you know what I'm saying? These people don't have the Lord's wisdom. Right. You understand? The Most High's wisdom, whether you like it or not, is something that you desperately need. Right. You understand? His wisdom, the Most High's wisdom is like medicine. Medicine don't taste good. You understand? People don't like to take medicine because of the taste. Nobody like to pop pills and all that. But when you take the goddamn medicine, does it make you feel better? Doesn't make you feel better, right?
On the contrary.
Yeah, it makes you feel better once you take the medicine. Right. You see what I'm saying? The truth is the same goddamn way. That's right. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have got to do what? Start obeying by the truth. Everybody understand? Let's get it.
Skip down. While Black Americans make up around 30% of the population,
Black Americans make up 13. Listen to this quick. Good. We make up 13% of the population. Got that book up. Get it, brother. Hey, you understand? Pass that book to this brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Me and the brother, officer, my yard, give him a hand, Mike Thompson. They doing the podcast too. Y'all still got y'all podcast. You know what I'm saying? With a camera, you know what I'm saying? This book right here, I highly recommend this book, $40 Million Slave. It talk about the whole situation with Kyrie Irving going through, and it breaks this down in here. And what's beautiful about this book is that the brother, you know what I'm saying, all throughout the whole book, he compares our life in America to the Israelites that lived in ancient Egypt. Yeah, see what I'm saying? He don't know. You know, we know it is. Well, I think everybody knows about that. Right. See what I'm saying? If my rib send me a video of Akon, this is the nasty, disgusting Hamite that y'all like. Don't let me out. Send me a video of Akon where he talking about black people. He tired of hearing y'all talk about slavery. Y'all forget about this. Don't talk about that. These Africans that you love. Go ahead.
That's a lot of people don't know. I guess past it.
Wale
said African women is better than African American women. You know, because Wale had made too. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. He said, he said African women look better than African American women.
Now you know that. Now come on. Right. Have you seen them African women speak? They can look somewhat pretty and feet look like diamonds. Look like I saw her as Rex. Look like a damn dinosaur. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say, sir?
I was gonna say the brother Bazaar from Philadelphia made a post on Twitter saying that black women are better than African women. Right. My late comment on his post said, "I hate it here."
Right. Well, if you hate it here, go back to where you from?
Nigeria.
Go back to the jungles of Africa. You know what I'm saying? You get chased by them bumblebees about that big. Nah, let me stop that. Y'all gotta be totally off topic. Where we at? Go ahead. Come on with it.
Continues to say, while Black Americans make up 30% of the population, the National Registry of Exonerations said they account for 53% of the 3,266 exonerations in the registry.
See that? Exonerated is somebody that is in for a crime that they didn't do. Come?
So I got the scripture you're talking about.
No, which one is that? The innocent joint?
Come.
Oh man, my mighty man. Tell everybody where you at.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 23.
Read it nice and loud.
Come.
See, boy, you ain't the precept man like I thought.
That's like I was there once Like, you know, to go.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Lecoq.
If the scourge slay suddenly, he will laugh at the trial of the innocent.
He will do what?
He will laugh at the trial of the innocent.
This is a scripture about the white man. Huh? He will laugh at the trial of the innocent. This man is convicting you of something he know you didn't do. Right. Like the brother brought up earlier about Emmett Till. I believe that the movie don't they got a movie out called Till? When did that come out? A couple weeks ago. Have anybody seen it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, Emmett Till, the cats who killed Emmett Till, when you look at the trial, they was in there laughing. Right. They got pictures of them cats in there smiling and laughing after they tortured a damn 14-year-old boy to death for whistling something that they said didn't even happen. Right. They said Emmett Till he didn't even do it. That's why I'm telling you, these people got a thirst for wanting to kill you. You see what I'm saying? Now, why in the hell would I want to live a place where people got a thirst to kill? Right. Why do I want to live a place where I could get locked up for something that I didn't do?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody, we all had close calls with. I know I had. I just had a close call with going to jail for something, brother. I didn't do. You understand? Now, not to say that I was some good boy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. A lot of people I grew up with watching like, hold on now, a few things you should have went to jail for. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, but this is what's going on in this place. Go ahead.
That's a lot, sir. Just you know, it was heavy bringing out because I can remember when I almost went to jail for murder. I didn't do it. You know, I was actually in the back of the
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard it right.
Right, seriously. You know, I was in the back of the squad car and everything. And it took for, you know, several witnesses to say, no, that wasn't him that did that. Yeah. You know, for them to let me out because I was on my way to jail.
See that? Yeah. This every day. Go ahead, Ryan.
Y'all didn't get you. You did the description.
Oh yeah. You know what they say, right? We all look alike. Now you know that. Some of us, you know what I'm saying, is handsome. Some of us are pretty, and some of us are ugly too. There's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? You have to raise your head all the time. Okay, so you know that we don't all look alike. I guess, listen, in the kingdom of heaven, they gonna all look alike too. Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's funny how the coin flip. It's funny how, you know what I'm saying, how, you know, what's like the Lord say, well, we gotta fix this mic. This ain't tight at all. All right. It's funny how, you know what I'm saying, like the Lord say, well, go around, come around. You see what I'm saying? This place is heavy. Come on, let's go. Sloppy. Go ahead, my y'all.
Sloppy, sir.
Go ahead.
What you're saying is so heavy. Back in the 90s, they made a movie called The White Man's Burden. I suggest brothers in the truth see this movie. It's about a world, an alternate reality, as they say, where black people rule the world and white people and the ghettos and in the projects and stuff like that. and John,
what is it called?
It's called White Man's Burden.
White Man's Burden.
And in the movie, John Travolta, he's wondering why we live like this, and some crazy Edomite told him, well, you know, we all look the same to them. All they see is a white ghost in the street.
Oh, they flipped it. Huh? They flipped it. They traded places. Right?
The movie Harry Belafonte is a rich man that comes across John Travolta, a poor man who got accused of murder. Yeah. And the whole movie goes from that. Well,
here's what I can say. That movie is going to be a reality. One comes right. You know what I'm saying? I think if you're a white person, you know some white people out here that had a dream where they woke up and niggas was ruling. Yeah. They wake up, you got nigga police officers. They turn to the right, you got a nigga judge, nigga president. They wake up and see the White House is black. What the hell is going on? No, wait, I need to wake up. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm coming to you. Like this is gonna be their reality one day. They're gonna know what it is to be a net. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna know what it is to have a woman, you know what I'm saying, standing up in the house going toe to toe with them like she's in the 40. The white man, he ain't got to deal with that now. But when you be oppressed, of course your woman ain't gonna respect you.
Right.
You're a slave. So he gonna know what his wife one day, his woman instead of him, they gonna be talking about the white man need to get his house in order. You know what it was called? A no good husband. He's no good husband, man. That's like somebody had their hand up.
That's a while.
Go ahead.
Because what you said is so heavy. They got a movie that they refused to release. It's called Cracker. The movie is about a devil that he woke up. He went to sleep. I guess he either got knocked out or went to sleep, and he woke up into an alternate reality where we was actually ruling over top of them.
Yeah.
And everything you were saying,
yeah,
it was inside the movie.
A lot of white people gonna live. When we get in rulership and they start seeing us with chains in our hand, a lot of them just gonna drop dead like. So the niggas are ruling. I do this. I kept hearing those black guys on the corner say it all the time, and I kept having nightmares. The Lord was showing me something. This day reality.
Like I say, you look at it spiritual because, like, you know, they can't take what we went through. Right. You know, they jump out. You know, they lose some money. They jumping out. You know, 30, 40, 10 people. You know, they lose. They wife leave and they kill the whole family. So.
I gotta say, man, big shout out to all our ancestors, man, Blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans, survived and was able, you know what I'm saying, to live just long enough for us to be able to live and be here on these microphones right now. You know what I'm saying? Bigger shout out to the 7 heads, you know what I'm saying, passage. That brother, he taught those 7 men, taught a nation of brothers that now, I mean, everything that we say on the street corners is now hearing the celebrity say. Right. Like the scripture say, the Lord said his word will not about in vain. The things that we say, brother, on these podcasts, in classrooms, on the street corners, they're gonna be in the mouth of stars. That's right. See what I'm saying? And then listen, the stars are gonna realize that the real stars are the prophets of God. It ain't nothing crazier than being a prophet of the Lord. What other job would you want? I don't even understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather be dunking a bat? A lot of y'all still got that hoop dreams. They ain't got no hops or nothing. You understand? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more. Go ahead. Search him good.
Saying that they account for 53% of 3,266 exonerations in the registry.
Yeah.
Quoted. And that means more black families are impacted.
Man, let me tell you something. Do you know how mentally strong you gotta be, brother, to be sitting in the prison for something you ain't know? Right. I know the first time you go there, the brother probably, all of the brothers that this happened to probably said to themselves, what's going on, mighty man? Probably said to themselves that I know I'm gonna get out. I know somebody gonna see. But after year 10, you like, damn, I may not be getting the body. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like it, sir, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence life. Like Martin Lawrence said, he like, man, I
forgot about the movie. Everybody looked and watched. Life one of my favorite movies. Right. Listen, you didn't watch it 10, 20 times, but you didn't watch it because you know this is reality here in America. A lot of them brothers that you seen on the chain gangs, some white man rolled it in his pickup truck, you know, picked him up, scooped him up, and took him to prison. Now man, this is hell, man. And listen, we want to get out of hell. If you a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man, we pushing on every wall to try to get out of this position. Right. Every nation that's outside of Black, they should understand where we coming from. You see what I'm saying? Who in the hell would want to be into slavery for 400 goddamn years without their own land? You know what I'm saying? Without their own laws and prayer. Who would want to live like that? Everybody, the United Nations, everybody should understand the black man's plight here in America to want to be free. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, huh?
Come on. Samuel Gross, the registry's founder and senior editor, quoted, It's heartbreaking. There are no happy endings with exonerations. Almost all had their lives deeply damaged, and it's devastating to families.
What?
It's devastating to families.
Read on.
Karen Thompson, a former attorney with the Innocent Project, who now works with the American Civil Liberties Union of New Jersey, said that exonerations represent more than justice delayed, as Black families are already quoted deeply impacted.
Already what?
Deeply impacted.
You want to say something?
Go ahead, sir, if I could. I just wanted to bring out the point that, you know, when these brothers get exonerated and they come out from prison, they try to throw them some money. You know what I'm saying? Like a settlement for the years that they lost. Which you can't pay enough a Black man enough money to repay him for 10, 15 years of his life. You know what I'm saying? All the things that he missed, all the memories. People that probably died while he was locked up in the joint that he couldn't even go and pay his last respects to. You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Ethan lost out on so much time. The brother could have had children, his wife, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't miss out. His mother ain't seen him grow, you know what I'm saying? Like, life is a beautiful thing, guys. And it once again, like he just read, Black families are already being impacted any goddamn. So when you got brothers being put in prison at a high, enormous rate, this means if a Black family is affect one Black family can infect the whole neighborhood. Just one Black family. You live on the block where that you say, man, them kids that live in the house right there is bad as hell. You see what I'm saying? They terrorize the whole neighborhood, just one family. Now imagine 10 houses where everybody, all this, you got bad kids. What the hell you think is gonna happen? And this is what you got here in America and in these Black neighborhoods. You go in these homes, no father in the home. Everybody know that's a recipe for disaster. Right? You see what I'm saying? These women trying to raise kids by themselves. You know that's a recipe for disaster. And so now you got 20 families on one block. You know what I'm saying? With no father in the home. What the hell you think gonna happen to the neighborhood? Now the neighborhood is gonna be called this neighborhood. You know what it's gonna turn out to? It's gonna be called the killer zone. Right. This neighborhood here is called a bloodbath. Right. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because these little kids, you know what I'm saying, they ain't had a proper leadership, which is what manhood is for. They haven't been raised by fathers. They grow up and shoot up everybody on the goddamn block. Now the neighborhood, it ain't known for something righteous. It's known for being for a bloodbath. All because, you know what I'm saying, we live under oppression and the whole Black family has been destroyed because that's the white man's intentions. Right. The white man, that's how oppression works. Oppression works is, his intentions is to destroy the goddamn Black family. And listen, he do it by his rules that he put in place. You know, telling Black women, I'm gonna still give you money. Do you know how evil that is, man? Why is we talking about? Do you know how evil that is to tell a woman, I'm gonna give you money, you just can't have a man in the house, right? You see what I'm saying? Only a devil would say that, right? Now, here's the sad part. Now, the things that the devil used to have to do, now we as Black people, we do it on our own. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, really, we Black, but we got the devil's brain. Ain't there something? You walking around with this shit is. This is why I be ready to retire from this. Then you is a Black person and you walking around with the mind of the Ku Klux Klan. You know how the Ku Klux Klan, they see Black people and they just naturally hate you. Right. You walk out the house as a Black man, you see another Black man walking up the street, you got that same hatred for him that the Klan got. Right. See what I'm saying?
What you're saying is so heavy, Cat, because of course, according to the scriptures, the Bible calls it countercons. Of course, according to the Bible, it says that that's considered to be the mark of the beast. So as far as white people are following after the traditions of our oppressor.
Yeah, people talk about the mark of the beast, the damn check. GMS. Yeah, you keep listening to GMS. You keep waiting on that chip. Who the hell gonna let you? Ain't nobody putting no chip in at all. I would say that ain't right. You got any other recommendations? Anyway, read on.
Carl,
let's get it.
You hear in conversation. Oh, good spot, my bad. You hear in conservative quarters about black men abandoning their families.
You hear what?
You hear in conservative quarters about black men abandoning their families.
You hear that, right? You know, that's something that's commonly known. Read.
And they don't look at the ways black men in particular are being separated from their families through wrongful conviction. Thompson said.
You heard that, right?
Thompson said, quoted, "This has caused deep wounds to black families."
This I did what?
Caused deep wounds in black families.
Go ahead.
Thompson's point is easily seen in Tremaine Hicks' family dynamic. Hicks said the life of his son, TITHES, then 4 years old, was forever changed when he went away. He vividly.
This young boy had to grow up without his father. You know what I'm saying? We good. This young boy had to grow up without his father, you understand? Because, you know what I'm saying, of a wrongful conviction. Now, it's bad enough, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the average young black boy growing up without his father for many different reasons, you know what I'm saying, then you factor in this here. You see what I'm saying? So if you got wrongful convictions that pull black men out their family, you got this public aid that pull black men away from their families. You got just the mindset of America to tell you if a black man ain't got a job, that pulls you away from your family. There's so many tools and devices that this white man has puts in the earth to pull you away from your family, right? So that means that if you see a black man with his family, that's a rarity, man. You ever went somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and it be you, your wife, and your kids, and people just be staring at you. It be black people, they be looking at them. You ever experienced that? They be looking at amazement like, black man with his kids. And his woman. Like, we laughing now, but I'm being dead serious. It's like, this is something that is amazing to people. Wow. And guess what? It's amazing, and it's something
10-year-old. At 10 years old, this woman is looking at him like a sexual predator.
Yeah.
So you think that they're gonna hire a sexual predator?
Man, please.
That's how they look at it. A black man is demonized from his appearance.
Demonized from, we just read a story about a 10-year-old, they demonized, but they demonized you at 5. As soon as you get in kindergarten, everybody in the school is already looking at these little nigga boys. Right. What are we gonna do? Right. You know what I'm saying? Half of them got mental issues. Why? Because their daddy just got locked up. So he's dealing with all types of psychological problems. And the only thing you can offer him, put him on rhythm. Put our shy on rhythm. Okay? Put him on. Put variety. No variety. Put variety. Put variety on rhythm. That's the only solution for you. That's right.
Yeah, that's lucky. They try to demonize young black kids.
Yeah.
But if you look up the statistics, it's mainly young white kids shooting up all the school.
That's right.
Calling their parents out their names.
Right. Yep. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. No. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Well, here's the beautiful thing about it all. Is one man, you know what I'm saying, that loves black men. You see what I'm saying? And that black man is a black man named Jesus Christ. Who's right. You know what I'm saying? He said, love thy brother as thyself. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at a table full of brothers whom I love right now. Yeah, you understand? And guess what? Young black boys, when they go to school, they need to go to school where they being taught by black men. You know what I'm saying? When they go home, they need to go home to a black family. You know what I'm saying? They need to live in a black neighborhood where it's a ton of black families.
That's right.
Right.
You know, that's just the bottom line. All right.
My cousin, what you break it out so heavy is if you're a damn teacher and a young 10-year-old come to give you a hug, that'll make you think, damn, I may be doing a good job. You know what I'm saying?
He going through something.
Right.
You know, a kid just walk up and hug you, you know what I'm saying? He's probably going through something. Right. You see, that's what a good, healthy mind. Come on, any more on this up?
Come on.
Finish this up and get to the next story. See if we can get one more story in. Right.
Come on.
Go ahead.
He vividly remembers the night in November 2001 when he was arrested in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
He had heard a woman's cry for help.
He did what?
He had heard a woman's cry for help
Mm-hmm.
as she was being raped and came to her aid as the assailant fled.
Now, here he is trying to be Superman. Not being, but being who he went and help. You can't even help a rape victim, black man in America. Right. See, this is basically what it said. You understand, Reed?
Come on. The police arrived shortly after mistook Hicks as the rapist and shot him in the back 3 times.
See that? This brother went to go save his sister from being raped. Saved her from being raped and got shot in the back for it. And they ain't asked no questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she would have said, well, he saved me. You know what I'm saying? But of course that didn't happen. They shot the brother 3 times. Right. Go ahead, Clark.
Yeah, come.
This is enough to bring man tears to your eyes. This type of stuff here hard to talk about now. Right. Go ahead, brother.
He was then charged with the rape.
He was then charged with rape. Shot him back. Now, man, he didn't just go to jail for 20 years for nothing. The brother had 3 bullet wounds in him. Now, here's the sad part about all of this, though, because, of course, you hear stories like this all the time about brothers doing 20, 30 years for something that they didn't do. Everybody heard that. This be the sad part, man, is that when these brothers get out, the first thing they do is slam these cameras in front of their face. Right. Slam a mic in front of their face. And what the brother do, get up there right there and say, well, yeah, I did 20, 30 years, but I just want to forgive them. You see what I'm saying? Like, now, why do you think a brother would get up and say something like that? Go ahead.
It's like I said, he been broken up in that. You know, every inch of manhood has just been stripped from him.
That's the point. Give him a warrior hand. You know what I'm saying? This one time I'd like to see it, you know, of course you don't want to see a brother do that long time for something he didn't do. But what I would like to see is when a brother get exonerated, he get out and say, they slam the mics and cameras in his face, yeah. Him say, not I forgive everybody. We don't need, white people don't need no more forgiveness. Right. Black people out there living, listen to this, they don't need your forgiveness, man. You see that? Then look around, everything is lily white. Go to their neighborhoods, they rich, they don't need your guys. Black people, we believe, I think it's something in our mind that we believe like, man, these people need our forgiveness. We need our forgiveness. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like forgiveness and sadness is supposed to be for somebody that needs it, not the people that don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So just one time I would like for a brother who he didn't done this time, him to get out there, slap the mic and camera. Yeah, speak about your case. I want him to get up there and say, okay, let me say something. The white man. He is the devil. Based on how they did Kyrie and Kanye West, they gonna immediately cut the mic. Oh no, we can't air this. You can't air the truth because that's the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like that ain't, that a warrior say, brothers get out and forgive these people because we broke already. See what I'm saying? Men in the UPK, we ain't broke.
That's right.
And ain't we, you know what I'm saying? We ain't forgiving nobody. We gonna charge you for what you done done.
That's right.
If the white man ain't did nothing, we wouldn't be up here talking about it. Right. We'd be saying, man, we need to stop doing this to each other. We'll be charging the Arabs. If the Arabs harm black people, we gonna say something about them. But these people are doing something to us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And listen, that ain't no reason though not to serve the Most High. That is the reason to serve the Lord.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We no longer want to be victims in this place. We ain't got no option but to turn back to the Lord.
That's right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying anymore? If that is drop that, what's the next story? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say on that, what you were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they push Christianity so hard in those prisons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they want to break they already broken it while they in jail, but Christianity, it just brings them all the way home in the prisons. That's why you notice, your uncle that's been locked up for 5 years, he said in every note that come home, he got Bible scriptures in it because they softened him up in there. Using the Christianity, he come back out and do the same exact thing. Go back to what
you bringing out, that is going over a lot of people. The baseball, you see the man in the outfield, he don't even jump and try to catch it because this going, I ain't, that's going right over a lot of people's head. They don't even understand what you were just saying. Say it one more time.
Oh God,
go ahead.
That Christianity was really in the prison system.
Yeah.
They used the Christianity not only to break our men that's already softened up anyway.
And if you don't understand what the brother said, Christianity break a man because a man naturally got justice in him. Right. Something wrong, he wants justice for the people that's doing it. Right. But you know what Christianity tell you? Oh, you got to love your enemy. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I so love the world. Listen, they got them scriptures circled in prison. I told y'all, if you ever get a Christian, them little Bibles the Christians began, man, go open it up one day and see what scriptures they got highlighted. Ain't but a few. Right. I so love the world. Because my woman, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't with a nat. You know what I'm saying? My oldest kid, my older baby mama, my baby mama, you know what I'm saying, had my older children. I knew she was a Christian, and one day I came across her little Bible. So I just so happened to open it up. Right? John 3:16, God so loved the world. Guess what else? What else you think was highlighted? Go ahead.
Bitch should have one woman.
Yeah. Who?
Bitch should have one woman.
No. Where?
Acts 2:38.
What's that?
When the spirit will come on all flesh and the son.
No, much simpler than y'all getting too heavy. Go ahead.
Forgive thy enemy.
Forgive thy enemy. Forgive thy enemy. John 3:16. So love the world. You know what I'm saying? What else in there? We all bleed red. Now we stop. You know, we say that so much, you would think that's a goddamn scripture. Right. So it's only a couple of scriptures. All the scriptures that Christians have highlighted is the ones, you know what I'm saying, where you can now just love the white man. Right. Because that is what Christianity is just really all about. It's just really about worshiping white people. And it is about nothing else. They sit in them churches day and night, night and day, talking about how much they love God. Go right home and hate black people. Right. You see what I'm saying? Your mother be a Christian for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You ask, Mama, God, get a piece of that sandwich? Boy, you ain't getting no goddamn time. You ain't putting no bills up in here. You say, God damn. You know what I'm saying? This here is a dragon. Right. Yeah, no. So, what we at with it?
Next story. NBC
you know the husband, he asked for apple pie. I ain't making no goddamn apple pie, nigga. You got a job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, she just came from church, huh? You see what I'm saying? And listen, on Sunday, she take the reverend a big apple pie. Right. He tells us, sister, man, gonna put that in the back. And matter of fact, right after the service, I'll see you back You wonder why she don't want to give you nothing. Right. Go ahead.
So like I said, then he thank him for the healthy donation.
Oh yeah, thank you. Meanwhile, these women sitting up in church, you know what I'm saying, and the preacher, of course, is a pimp. Right. And of course, he don't want you to control your woman. See what I'm saying? So your woman is in there being controlled by a man who's in opposition against you. Right. Right. You see what I'm saying? He ain't telling. He sitting there, man. What we at?
NBC News. Slavery rejected in some, not all states, where it was on the ballot.
Where it was what?
Where it was on the ballot.
Go ahead.
After Tuesday's vote, more than a dozen states' constitutions include language permitting slavery and involuntary servitude for prisoners.
I don't understand what the story is saying. Go ahead.
Like I said, basically what it said that like if you go to prison, you can still considered a slave. You know, that's what that was like. I think that's what the 14th Amendment. 13. Yeah. Okay. Where if you go to prison, they consider you a slave, so you have no rights. You treat it as a slave.
Okay, they saying that these states is what, rejecting that, or
so it's saying that it's rejected in some states, but not all. All like so, some states are still.
Also, some states still want you to be considered a slave. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Any more?
Come.
Go ahead.
Voters in 3 states approved ballot measures that would change the state's constitutions to prohibit slavery and involuntary servitude as punishment for crime.
And so now, go ahead.
So like I said, because you know, like in the slavery and stuff, you know, they got to make it all the military thing, but they only getting paid like maybe $1.25, $2 an hour, something like that, to make these different things. So count up. So
I've heard a lot of them. They get 38 cents.
That's what I'm saying.
You a generous person.
Right.
$2 an hour. We did that little good for $2 an hour. More like 2.20 cents. Go ahead.
So you know them like say them slave wages. You know. So now they got to turn around and get whatever they need to do to hustle to the other prisoners in there. So like I said, it's keeping people, you know, it's keeping us divided. Yeah. Because now we got to oppress our people.
I mean, to cut you off, but now he just read something about people voting for this, right? Yeah, like this. That's what I'm telling you about this voting, man. Stay out. Let me tell you something. If you a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, stay out of these voting booths, man. Stay out. Stop standing in line and voting for. What does Scripture say? We have to look for a country, look for a vain help. Somebody pull that. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, we ain't got. If you a so-called Negro, Hispanic, you ain't got no business standing in line voting, man. Okay, you voting for a system that's only destroying you. You voted for Bill Clinton.
Right.
Called him the first black president because he was smoking weed and he was in the Oval Office getting head. Like black men, we the only ones get hit. I ain't saying nothing wrong. We all grown today. I told you, bro, I'll tell you the truth. When you turn it on, with the kids in there, kids in there right now, what it is, you better exploit. You get my boy? So this is who you call the first black president. Right. Meanwhile, he the one that had more niggas than any president in the United States locked up.
That's right.
You crying over Bill Clinton, swearing they called him the black president. And his wife came out there and called you what? Super president. His wife, his woman came out there. The law he the one came up with the 3 strikes, ain't it? 3 strikes and you out. Go ahead.
Like I said, what's so heavy is Joe Biden helped him write that 3 strikes law.
Oh my God. And Joe Biden he's the new nigga.
He's the current president.
What are you doing? You supposed to see your grandmother in his life like, Grandma, come home, man. Because that's who it is. That's these black women, man. Black man, we gotta get these women in order.
Right.
We got to. Get grandma out of line now. Sister Betty, Grandma Betty Joe. Come out of there, man.
What's so heavy about it? Like we've been able to vote for how long now? Like over 60 years. Over 60 years now, and slavery is still being voted on to this day.
All right. Go ahead. You say something about it. Go ahead. Gotta let you speak.
That's just heavy what he said, because not only is slavery, I mean, we've been voting for 60 years and slavery's still on the ballot. We still got brothers that love the fact that they fight for America and America don't care nothing about them.
That's right.
Right. I mean, that's just ridiculous. We look at today as Veterans Day, brothers, I ain't never seen so many profile pictures change of them in they American outfits and American flags wrapped in themselves. And I'm looking like, you was just on Facebook last week talking about how little JoJo got killed by the police, but now you talk about how you love America.
But that's the, I'm coming to you, but that's, you know what I'm saying, that's all a part of the oppression, is that, you know what I'm saying, what's the whole, you know what I'm saying, thing for them to get you into the military is money. You know what I'm saying? You need a college education, we'll pay for it. You need grants for this, grant for that. Now, to poor people who don't have nothing, you're going to say to yourself, well, hey, I might as well join the military. You see what I'm saying? Hey, whatever way I'm going to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's a gamble. It's a gamble joining the military, because at any point in time, you know, especially right now, we in the last days. So you join the white man's military now, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be sitting over somewhere fighting in the midst of the Third World War. Right. I hate to tell you, if you're a black, Hispanic, Native, Indian man, woman, or child, and when this Third World War started, you ain't coming home. Right. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because the Third World War, you know what I'm saying, Christ is going to intervene in that. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. We're tuned over there talking about this is Armageddon. Now, everybody I know is tuned in to Kanye, to Ye. I mean, I don't know Kanye is, man. He have my squad. I told him about I know everybody tuned in to Ye. Everybody tuned in to Kyrie Irving. And it's a beautiful thing, because while the Third World War is going on, of course, the Lord bringing the truth out. But you better pay attention to what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with these other countries, because Putin already talking about this looks like Armageddon here about to start. And it's starting now. These countries, you know what I'm saying, these rumors of war, they ain't getting out of this. They jockeying for, you know what I'm saying, for power. These countries want power, and they tired of the white man gobbling up the earth. So if you in the white man's military now, one day you're going to wake up, man, your general or your captain going to be telling you, man, we in war. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to be in the midst of the Third World War. Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? Which in that case, nuclear bombs are going to be used. You read the Bible and tell you that when them bombs hit, the only thing, your flesh is going to consume away. You see what I'm saying? Meaning basically, when a nuclear bomb hit, you just melt, bro. See what I'm saying? You ain't no burning or nothing. Them nuclear bombs be so powerful, when if you near it just melts you. See what I'm saying? And so this is it here. See what I'm saying? Christ, what's beautiful is Christ is going to intervene.
Right.
Jesus Christ is going to intervene in the third. Right. What we got? Read what you got, brother.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
Read it.
As for us.
As for what?
As for us. Our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
For our what?
For our vain help.
You see that? Our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. Vain help meaning the people that you're looking to help you are not going to help you. Once again, we fought. I hear it, man. Our ancestors died so we could do this. They died so we could do that. So you mean to tell me our ancestors died so innocent black men can go to prison for 30 years? That's what the civil rights was all about. You see what I'm saying? That people who voted in March. Okay, if you're still alive, have you seen the condition of your people lately?
Right.
Like, stop looking at civil rights like it was something great. At some point in time, we got to look and say, our civil rights leaders was some goddamn fools. Right. Martin Luther King was a goddamn fool. Yeah. Uncle Tom make a turnover in his grave. At some point, we got to say these things. You understand, Kawaka?
Like, sir, if I
Go ahead,
could,
go ahead,
but you
bro.
bring that so heavy because what I don't understand is that you signing up to go to the military,
right?
You leaving the ghetto to go fight in the military to come back to the same ghetto.
Yeah.
You just left.
Yeah.
So show me.
Yeah.
What have you accomplished?
Yeah. They can't show you.
You can't, like,
so
it's so crazy.
You know what? So many of our brothers that went and fought overseas came back and started getting high because of the same country they fought for ain't have nothing for them.
Right.
See, but they did help them white boys, you know what I'm saying, with them G. I ain't talking about now. Now, a black person, you get a little help, you know what I'm saying? But back then, in the World War I, World War II, and Vietnam, black soldiers would come home to nothing. Like you seeing a lot of these cats you be seeing walking up and down the block, these cats was heroes in the white man's war. You looking at them being drugged, what's going on?
I was gonna say, Slacky said if I could.
Hey man, I ain't finished breaking down what I'm saying. Goddamn. Something's wrong with my mic or something. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, the movie Presidents, that's a prime example of what you're talking about. Yeah, President. You know, where you know, the brothers went over to fight in Vietnam War, came back in the 70s and said nothing. What you're saying?
Yeah, you know, to get the brother in. He's going to take it out, you know, still be a man. So yeah, so basically, you know what I'm saying, this is what's been done. You see what I'm saying? Where we at? Still reading? Go ahead, Also, go ahead, man.
It's like, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
What you bring out so heavy is one thing I want to add. You know how everybody just ran out to vote. And voting is the big thing. Vote.
Right.
Voting for black people was never officially signed as a permanent law in America.
Right.
Matter of fact, I remember, and I had to look it up just now to make sure I remember it correctly. In 2006, George Bush signed an extension to the Voting Rights Act for 25 years. So from 25 years after 2006, they got to re-vote and sign another extension. Like it was given to black people kind of like as a gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an act.
It's not a law. It's not a law.
An act, you know what I'm saying? They can take that away at any point in time. I mean, these people white people been just telling you blatantly for 400 years. You're not us.
Right.
You're never gonna be considered a citizen.
Right.
You don't look at you. What you want me to tell you about? I mean, their racism is blatant.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Now they try to get on Kyrie Irving about being anti-Semitic, you know what I'm saying? When you can turn on a ton of movies, you know what I'm saying, that's talking about different races. And I mean, so this shouldn't even be an issue.
Right.
But thank you, white. Get a white man a hand for being a dummy. He attacked Kyrie Irving for the movie. He attacked Kanye West for saying that we were the children of Israel. Now more black people are waking up than ever. Get a white man. Listen, our videos and numbers is going through the roof. GEN.YAHANNA got a video right now on TikTok and it's on its way to 1 million views. That's right. Thank you, Mr. White Man.
And so like what makes it what's so heavy is they ain't even saying nothing about the person that actually made the movie. That's what's heavy about it. But they persecuted Kyrie Irving. That's because he just shared it.
Yeah, it's because he got the fame. The person who made it, you know what I'm saying, that's who they should, but it's all about, once again, the same tactic that they used since the plantation. Go get the biggest, strongest slave and break him down in front of everybody, so that now what that does is when you take the biggest, strongest cat and beat him like that in front of everybody, that make everybody else just feel we ain't got no hope.
Right.
I mean, if they did this to him, what you the hell you think they gonna do to us? We ain't the biggest and strongest. This is the tactic that they have used forever, but this time it's just working against them. It's working against them so bad that even the Uncle Toms like Stephen A. Smith coming out there with the white man he wrong. Now he must want to get fired on the He must don't like that ESPN job. Go ahead.
Yeah, he must be tired of, but you know, Shaq, he came out and spoke against him. You know, he invested in them theaters. And his theater actually played the
right.
He benefited off of it.
Oh, exactly. And the minute that came out, Shaq crawled back right back to the bar and said, I better be quiet. But listen, I watched the video today. Kanye West say, man, listen, he said, F, goddamn it, Shaq. He called him all. Man, who all he called out? He loves it. Nigga, what you done did to Ye, man?
He come to the win.
He don't stop talking about Jigga, do it. He said Jigga what?
Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? He said
Farrakhan, he said Farrakhan, man, you got to talk on the phone.
Right.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Even Farrakhan, he made a video clip now. Everybody want to try to jump on this Israelite bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. You see what I'm saying? We are the solidified leaders on this nation.
That's right.
All roads lead back to One West, 125th Street.
So like, if I may, so I just gotta bring this up. Me and the brother Ra'ash, we went to the gas station the other day.
Yeah.
And we went, you know what I'm saying, we went to wash our hands. We was getting food in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The brother in the bathroom was listening to General Muhammad breakdown on anti-Semitism on the Kyrie Irving joint.
Yeah.
And I mean, he wasn't the brother in the school, nothing. He was just a truck driver.
Let's end the show with Ye, when he was being interviewed today.
All right, come
Let's end the show. Yeah, once we done, just play it at the end for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he called out everybody. Go ahead.
No, but it was just a brother. It was just me and Raj looked at each other like it's heavy. That, you know what I'm saying, not only the Kanye and Kyrie thing is raising brothers into like thinking about the truth, but it's also raising up the UPK, because that brothers just everything they looking at now, they looking at UPK, they looking at Commander GEN.YAHANNA, they looking at General Muhammad, they looking at Captain Marquardt, they looking at brothers at the school, they watching these videos. Yeah. That's why I told Raj, I said it's so important that we continue to do this.
Brother was in the bathroom,
just a regular truck driver. I'm like. When I was getting food, I saw him walk out there. Like I was like, oh, dang, the brother just he went to his truck, but he was listening to it was Commander. I mean, it was General Muhammad. I said,
I want to ask
Go ahead.
So he was watching Joe Muhammad's class with his phone.
He was watching it with his phone.
With his phone. Oh no, he was listening to your phone.
No. I just walked in and I heard General Muhammad's voice. Man. And when I heard his voice, me and Raj looked at each other. I'm like, and then I kind of said it loud because I didn't know if it was a brother. I was like, that sounds like General Muhammad. He's like, yeah. And then I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, Most High in Christ, the Lord is really spreading this truth. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Listen, man. I'm Captain Marquardt, you know what I'm saying? I've been joined tonight, you know what I'm saying? To my left, Officer Yarzan, give him a hand. Give him a hand. Of course, our audience, they have a whole lot to say tonight, give him a hand. My partner was 1 and 2. I said, I with God. Listen, with that, we done. Shalom, Lord, pray.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody.
Subscribe.
Right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan. What about
hear
him?
what he said?
His daddy, right? Bill Cosby.
Did y'all hear what he said? Better wake up, man.
Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right? Had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than thinking in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody.
Democrats' far-left headache just got a little worse. Not only did every member of AOC's squad easily cruise to victory, but
Messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hope me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking no. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear to our court. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the code and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steppers. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they pray that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we hold guard. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon'